So good afternoon class 11 students. Today we'll be starting a new chapter, sets. But before that, let us discuss the answers of the day. The test that I've taken, the first question, check whether the term independent of x exists, and if yes, find it. And many of you have given the correct answer. Of course, you can find it from whatever answers have been posted. The correct answer is 3 upon 1024. That was the correct answer. Many of you have done it, so you can check the solution there. But the second question, almost everybody has done it wrong. Find the ratio of the fifth term from the last to fifth term from the beginning of the expansion x plus 5 to the power 10. Right? That was the question. Fifth term from the beginning and the last. So fifth term from the beginning will be r is equal to 4 for fifth term from the beginning, and from the last it will be 10 plus 1, that is 11. The total number of terms are 11 minus 5 plus 1. This term is the term Tn or Tr. This is Tr plus 1, remember. So this is 11 minus 5, 7 plus 1, 8. 11 minus 5, that is 6 plus 1, 7. So Tr plus 1 should be this term. We are looking at seventh term. So for seventh term, the value of r will be 6, and here the value of r will be 5. So now let's write those terms, and we have to find the ratio. So the answer is tan C4 x to the power 10 minus 4, that is 6, and 5 to the power 4, right? 5 to the power 4. This is our fifth term from the beginning, and fifth term from the last will be tan C6 x to the power 10 minus 6, that is 4, and 5 to the power 6. So now you must know that tan C4 and tan C6 are exactly equal, so they get cancelled out. So what is left? Left is, and we have to divide them. Okay, so divide them. So what is left? Left is, this is x square and this is 5 square. So answer is x square upon 25. That would be the correct answer. So almost everybody has done it wrong. So do it correct. For the third question, the answer is minus 48. Many of you have done it correct, but you have not looked at the sign. The sign was negative. So I will just write the question and see what you have done, where you have not done the negative sign. Find the coefficient of a square in the product 1 plus a to the power 4, 2 minus a to the power 5. सो ए स्क्वायर देखना था, ठीक है। ए स्क्वायर में आपको ये देखना है कि पावर क्या आ रहा है, ए का 2, तो कैसे आ सकता है 2 प्लस 0, 1 प्लस 1 और 0 प्लस 2, दीज आर द 3 वे। तो यहाँ पर पावर 2 हो जाएगी, तो 2 के लिए क्या करना है, सीधे पावर 2 होने के लिए आपने लिखना है 4c2, दैट्स इट। यहाँ पर पावर अपने को चाहिए 0, तो वो है फर्स्ट टर्म। जब a की पावर 0 होगा तो 2 की पावर क्या होगा, 2 की पावर 5 हो जाएगा। 5c0 2 की पावर, मतलब मैं लिखता हूँ 5c0 2 की पावर 5, ओके, एंड माइनस a की पावर 0 प्लस यहाँ पे लिखेंगे 4c1 एंड a की पावर 1 इंटू 5c1 2 की पावर 4, एंड यहाँ पे माइनस 1 भी आएगा। दिस माइनस विल मेक दिस टर्म माइनस, ये बच्चों ने यहाँ पे किया है, तो पे टेंशन। द नेक्स्ट वन इज 4c0 और यहाँ हो जाएगा 5c2, ठीक है, 2 की पावर 3 और माइनस 1 की पावर स्क्वायर, तो ये फिर से पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा। तो द टर्म यू विल बी गेटिंग इज 4c2 इज 6, I think 32 into 6, and this one is complete negative, 4 into 5 20, 20 into 16, 320 आएगा यहाँ पे। और यहाँ पर जो लास्ट टर्म बन रहा है आपका, वो बन रहा है 5c2, that is 4 into 5 upon 1 into 2, 10 into 8, that is 80। तो आपको ये आंसर देना था 6 2 12, 6 3 18 plus 1 192 plus 80 that is 271, 272 minus 320, so that is equal to 20 plus 28, that is minus 48. What's the correct answer? And the last question also, many of you have written 4 by 7. The answer is 7 by 4. So these are some of the questions of the test that we had to discuss. Now let's start the new chapter called sets. Now what's there in the sets? It's the basic of mathematics. So we are starting with basic of mathematics now. That is, it's a collection of, first look at the definition. Now you can start that in 11th class, the first chapter you can say. Though we have studied first 3 chapters, trigonometry was very important for your physics. Then permutation combination is used a lot, and then binomial theorem is a must. So now we come to sets. Sets is basically what? First of all, definition: collection of well-defined objects. A collection of well-defined objects is called a set. Okay. Now this is represented by a curly bracket like this, and you can either list the elements or you can give a general rule for that, and it is normally written by capital letters A, B, C, D, so on, capital. Okay, set A. Now you can write that it can be numbers, it can be names, it can be anything, like names of students who have scored above say 90%. Okay, so you can write those names here, or you can write even numbers, even natural numbers, right, starting with 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. These are even numbers. This could be a set of odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7. This could. Now you can see that set could be finite, that is there could be finite number of elements. And now what are these called? These are called elements. So I'll just giving you the definition of set. सेट क्या होता है? अब कलेक्शन होता है, कलेक्शन ऑफ वेल डिफाइंड ऑब्जेक्ट इज कॉल्ड अ सेट. ठीक है, उसके अंदर जो लिखा जाता है उसको बोलते हैं एलिमेंट्स. एलिमेंट्स कुछ भी हो सकता है, नंबर्स हो सकते हैं, पर वो वेल डिफाइंड होना चाहिए. राइट, वेल डिफाइंड मींस देयर शुड बी सम ऑब्जेक्टिविटी, ऑब्जेक्टिव डेफिनेशन एसोसिएटेड विद इट. ठीक है, अब आप ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते सेट ऑफ गुड स्टूडेंट्स इन द क्लास. नाउ गुड इज नॉट ऑब्जेक्टिव, गुड इज सब्जेक्टिव. Good can depend from teacher to teacher. But if I say set of students who have scored above 90%, then it is well defined. तो पहले तो आपको ये समझना चाहिए well defined का मतलब क्या होता है. Well defined is objective, not subjective. Well defined is that which does not changes from person to person. One person says another thing, another person says another thing, then that is not well defined. अच्छा, इसके अंदर जो ऐसे कर्ली ब्रैकेट में आते हैं इनको बोलते हैं एलिमेंट्स. ठीक है, these are elements of sets. तो एक आपको ऐसे लिखना है, दिस इज कॉल्ड सेट डोनेशन ए, और इसके अंदर जो एलिमेंट्स आ रहे हैं जैसे 2 बिलोंग्स टू ए, ये जो है इसको बोलते हैं बिलोंग्स टू. ई की तरह स्मॉल ई बनाते हैं, इसको बोलते हैं बिलोंग्स टू. 2 बिलोंग्स टू ए, सो 2 इज अ एलिमेंट ऑफ ए. समटाइम्स इट आल्सो रिटन एज 2 बिलोंग्स टू ए, और 2 इज एन एलिमेंट ऑफ ए. ठीक है, ऐसे भी लिखते हैं 2 is an element of A. Now there could be a general rule or there could be some no general rule, or we can just have the element. जैसे मैं एक सेट में कोई जनरल रूल लिख के लिख सकता हूँ, जैसे मैं यहाँ लिख देता हूँ set A is the set containing these numbers. A is equal to 1, 4, 9. Okay, अब मैं इसके लिए जनरल रूल भी लिख सकता हूँ. I can write A is equal to is the element x. X is such that x is the square of natural number. X is the square of natural number less than 4. तो देखो x is the square of natural number less than 4, ये वेल डिफाइंड है. और नेचुरल नंबर क्या होता है हमारे? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 एंड सो ऑन. तो 4 से कम नेचुरल नंबर कौन कौन से हुए? 1, 2, 3, और उनका स्क्वायर क्या हो गया? 1 का स्क्वायर 1, 2 का स्क्वायर 4 और 3 का स्क्वायर 9. वो तीनों मैंने एलिमेंट्स यहाँ लिखे हुए हैं 1, 4, 9. तो यहाँ पर मैंने उन एलिमेंट्स को लिस्ट कर दिया है. ठीक है। और यहाँ पर मैंने लिस्ट नहीं किया है, आई हैव रिटन अ जनरल रूल फॉर दैट. So this listing, when you do the listing of the elements here, this is called there are two notations, set builder notation and roster notation. ठीक है, so this form is roster form, ठीक है, and this is set builder form. Now in a set builder form आप क्या करते हो, आप एक जनरल रूल लिख देते हो, आप एलिमेंट्स बताते नहीं हो. जैसे कि मैं बोलूँ all the students getting X is an element, X is a student of a class getting above 90%, right, marks in maths, ये लिख दिया मैंने. और यहाँ पर हो सकता है मैं उनके नाम लिख दूँ, ठीक है, जो भी नाम लिख सकते हैं, we can write their names. और यहाँ पर एक जनरल रूल लिख देता हूँ. So when you are writing or listing the elements as it is, ठीक है, both the roster, or when you are writing a rule related to that, that is called a set builder form. So I'll just you must have the book with you and go through all the definitions of these sets. So there are finite sets and infinite sets. Finite sets are those which are having countable number of elements. जिन elements को आप count कर सकते हैं. Infinite sets are those where there are infinite number of elements, like set of natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers. This is a set which is infinite. And if there are finite number of elements, that is a set called finite set. So there are various definitions, and it's already written like set of natural numbers, integers, rational numbers. Look at the symbol also. Natural number represented by capital N, integers by Z, not by I. Remember, this is very important. Q is for rational numbers, R is for real numbers, Z plus is set of positive integers, Q plus set of positive rational numbers, R plus set of positive real numbers. This is very, very important that you remember this. So there are two methods of representing a set, roster or set builder form. So in roster form, the elements of a set are listed by commas, and the set builder form, in roster form, the order with the elements is immaterial. So you can write any element first, like 941, 149. So permutation of this is allowed, right? That is countable as one only. And in set builder form, you will have to write a set builder, all the elements, a single common property is written. So you can see that, suppose I say X is such that X is a vowel in English letter. So what is a vowel? Then we can write here A, E, I, O, U. That those are the vowels. Or this is a set solution of a particular equation, like example number 1. You should go through it, okay? And so on. So try to complete exercise 1.1. It's very easy based on just this much. What is a set? Finite set, infinite set, roster form, set builder form, definition of set, whether you understand the word well defined or not, right? So try to complete the exercise and see the next class.